because if I didn't have it that bad, maybe I wouldn't have taken a decision to relocate. I'm not sure Canada can exist without immigrants. Sometimes I wish we can just bring everyone from Nigeria. So come, but my advice for you is when coming, bring a lot of money. If life gives you lemons, make lemonades. Let me make the sentence longer. Today, I'm a citizen of Canada. Hi guys, welcome to another interesting video. So, this is going to be very interesting. So, I think the very first episode of Gist with Vanny that I did, that's the one on the saga between Idris Abdul Karim, Charlie Boy, 50 Cent is like a topic, or was the start of the whole topic, and Tony Tetuela is involved, Eddie Remedy was involved, Mr. Benga, but they say it's not Benga, it's Mr. Benga was involved. Who else was involved? Daddy Freeze. That was one of the major players in the whole saga, right? Someone commented and said, "Oga, shut up. If you don't know how to say sorry, it's not sorry. If you don't know how to stay, if you don't know how to say story, shut up." And I was like, what do I even reply to this person? Like, what do I reply to you? Because I'm only sharing what's already out there, right? Because how did the whole Gist with Vanny come up? My friend Asman Zurit, he wasn't around, or he has not been around for a while, right after the AFCON final. The last set of videos we did was before the AFCON final and on the very day of the AFCON final. And afterwards, he has not been around, right? And I thought the AFCON is over. The T20 Cricket World Cup is coming soon, but it's not here yet. So what am I going to be doing, apart from doing music video reactions? I can start something, a new segment on the channel, Gist with Vanny. And you know what? Let's start with the topics on ground. And the person said, I should shut up. So I didn't know what to reply to the person. But the next time I grabbed my phone to reply to the person, I don't know if it's a he or a she. They've deleted the chat, what do you call it? Not chat. They've deleted the comment. And I was so pissed because I didn't take a screenshot. In fact, I didn't know it would be deleted. I just kept my phone because I was busy. And you know what? I'll come back to it. And you know what? This is my reply to the person. Gist with Vanny is here to stay. And I'm not going to stop. This is episode 3. And today I'll be sharing something that changed my life forever. Something that changed my life forever. But before we go any further in the video, if you're new to the channel, I want to thank you especially. I got all my thanks. Thank you especially for clicking the video and watching me. So my name is Vanny, and if you go to the channel, you'll see a ton of videos, music reactions, music video reactions, movie reactions, sports, entertainment, gossip, and of course, funny videos. So, and I also do this with my main man Zurit. And we also have other friends who come on the channel. Jashan from Pakistan, Ankit from Nepal. Excuse me. It's been a very busy period this past 5 months. But the channel is growing, and if you're already subscribed, big ups, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and support the movement. Like the video, drop a comment, and of course, share the video. So, before anything else, I think I need to talk about today's weather in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, where I'm reporting from. So if you have noticed in the last, of course, since winter started, right? November, December, let's say December, January, February, it's been all my videos have been, jackets, snow jackets, fall jackets, head warmer, gloves sometimes, and all whatnot, because it's been really cold. But today, I just have my shirt on, no head warmer, no gloves, and I'm good. And I'm grateful to God for the good weather for today. All right, so I can't just pass without saying it. And how did I come about today's video? I granted an interview some time ago on my friend's channel, right? It's been a while, like that was during summer, right? And the sun was really the sun was really hot then. Can't wait to get back into the summer mode, right? So I granted an interview. We're talking about immigration, immigrating into Canada, being an immigrant into Canada, and how it has affected you, how a lot of things. You know what? I'm going to post the whole video, maybe after releasing this video, after editing and releasing this video, I'll post that one, okay? And I'll drop the link in the comments. But first, I granted an interview, and one of the questions was, what motivated me to come to Canada? Very big question, but very straightforward answer. So first off, in Nigeria, what is raining now is Japa syndrome. So other Western countries or developed countries are kind of siphoning the best brains of the country, Nigeria, and even other countries, but India is involved, China is involved, but I'm going to speak about Nigeria because I'm familiar with that. So why are Nigerians willing to travel? You know, I'm going to have a whole full episode on the Japa syndrome and what is going on in Nigeria right now and everything. But today is not about the whole country. Today is about me. What motivated me to leave Nigeria and come to Canada? That was the question. And I went around talking about, a bit about the economy, blah, 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 blah. But I ended up saying the exact reason why I left Nigeria and came to Canada. On this fateful day, okay, so I'm not going to just give you the answer. I'm going to say it as a story because I need I need to keep up with the gist with Vanny, so the person who said I should shut up will continue to listen to me. And of course, you could pick one or two things, learn one or two things. You know, as always on the channel, we try to educate and not just to entertain. So on this fateful day, I'm going to save the dates, so to save you all the calculation problems. On this fateful day, I was in my house in Nigeria. I was sleeping. I got back from work pretty earlier than usual, because in Nigeria I do get back from work like on an average of 9 p.m. due to traffic. We're all used to, if you're watching from Nigeria or you know about Nigeria, you're used to Nigerian traffic, you know what I mean? So I do get home an average of 9. But on this fateful day, I got home like 6:30, thereabout. For some reason, the road was just clear, and I got home. My security man, or security guard, as you put it. So in that part of the world, unlike here where you mostly don't have security guards, security guards are majorly for malls, for big businesses, maybe like the LCBO, thereabout, and very few scenarios where I've seen security guards. malls, stadiums. When I was at the stadium, I saw security guards. But in Nigeria, security guards are very common. So because of the security situation. So I had my security guard and he opened the gate for me. I drove in and I went straight to sleep. For some reason, I didn't say a word with him. He welcomed me, of course, and my dog, I had a, did I have a dog then? No, I didn't have a dog then. Although I was advised to get one, but I didn't count it important. So I went straight to sleep around 6:30 p.m. when I got home. And by 2:30, I heard a loud scream from my neighbor's house. The house next to me, there was a scream. Ole, ole, ole. So ole, ole, ole means thief, 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 right? So ole means thief. So I woke up and I tried to look from the window. I didn't hear or see anything. And I said a little prayer and tried to sleep back. And the next thing I heard was a loud sound at my front door. Boom. So the front door is iron, like iron made. And the sound was so loud, it could wake a dead person. I was scared to my teeth, like, what is going on? I thought I just heard ole, ole, ole from the other compound or from the other house. And why am I hearing a loud sound? And I lived alone. So who's making that sound? I just did the maths like something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. I ran to the door of my bedroom to lock the door because I usually don't lock the door, right? I'm not scared, Sometimes I don't even lock the front door of my house. And I ran to lock the door quickly. And the next thing I heard was, "You better open the door." No, let me say it specifically. "Mr. Man, open the door. If you don't open the door, we would," how was the English put? "If you don't open the door, you would blame yourself." Man, I wanted the ground to just swallow me because that was going to be my first experience of armed robbery attack. I was scared to my bones, to my marrows. I was shaking, but I had to open the door. The moment I opened the door, I just saw someone flash a gun to my face. I could see the person's face for a moment, but the next thing, I saw another person unmasked flash a very shining torchlight on my face, and I couldn't see anything anymore. And they asked me to go in. I walked back into the room. "Lie down." I lay down on the ground. They're like, "No, go in." So I had to leave the door area and walk in reverse mode, going towards the bed. I wanted to climb the bed and, of course, lie down on the bed. No, lie down on the floor. They asked me to lie down on the floor. They tied my both arms to my back like a ram ready for slaughter. Quite emotional, yeah, but you live to tell the story. So they tied my arms at my back. They tied my legs at my ankle. And the next thing, I heard someone screaming in the living room. Like, who could that be? Apparently, it was my security guard. They've also tied him and they've beaten him outside. And they threw him into my own room. He landed on the ground like a bag of cement, ready for construction work. It was crazy. They already tied him the same way they tied me, the same format, arms to the back, tied at your wrist and also your legs together, crossed in at your ankle. Then I knew this is serious business. We're in for it. So apparently, the noise I heard, thinking it was the other compound, the other house, was not the other house. It was my security guy screaming, security man rather, because it was a man, you know, screaming at the top of his voice because they were beating him. And no, it's because he saw them, right? And because he raised an alarm, they started beating him. They started messing with him. In fact, they hit him so hard below the belt, he had to go to hospital after. In loving memory of him, after a while, after I left Nigeria, a long time after, I heard he passed for other reasons, nothing related to the experience he had with the armed robbery attack, but yeah, in loving memory of him. So, back to the gist. They started asking me questions. Like at this point, my head was face flat on the ground, face flat on the ground. I was lying on my tummy, you know, as like I said before, tied all over. And they were like, "Where's your money? Where's your gold? Where is this?" I'm like, "Money? I don't have money. Where's your gold? I don't have jewelries." In my mind, I was like, do these guys really know me? Because I don't wear jewelries, you know? But they kept screaming, and I told them where my wallet. In fact, I was so lazy on arriving home that day that I left my wallet, I left everything in the car. But I locked the car, so I had the key with me. I told them I have my wallet in the car, go grab the wallet and take whatever you want to take. Take my debit cards. In Nigeria, we call it ATM cards. Take my ATM cards, whatever you want, just grab them and go and live my life, you know? They put one guy beside me to keep watching me. I was just wondering, like, how was I going to make any move from being tied, you know? And they took what they could take, some money I had some money in the car. I didn't have money in the house, but I had some money in the car. They took some money. They took, they scattered the car. And if you're watching from Nigeria, I'm sure you have an idea of what I'm saying, right? They scattered the car, took money, took some things from the car, and kept threatening that, you know, I mustn't make any sound. How am I going to make a sound when I'm already tied? I don't want you to kill me, you know? They also took my ATM cards. I gave them the PIN, and there you go. They made withdrawals and all. So this whole thing I've summarized took about an hour and a half because they kept searching the whole house looking for money, right? So it took about an hour and a half, and at the long run, I was in so much pain that I felt numb, the numb feeling in my shoulder, because I don't think blood was actually flowing there anymore because my arms were tied at the back. So what did I do? I had to ask the guy who they stationed beside me to please release my arms. Like, I can't do anything to you. You're armed. You know what I mean? And he was like, he needs to confirm from his Oga. Oga in Nigeria means boss. I should have said that at the start of the video when I said someone commented, Oga, shut up. It really hurt me that I don't have that comment anymore. I don't know why he or she deleted the comment. Leave it. Be proud of what you said. And watch out for my own feedback or my own reply. Okay, so back to what I was saying, right? He said we're going to ask from his Oga. He went, took permission from his Oga, and came and loosed my arm at the back and tied my arm in front. So these guys made do with whatever they could take: phones, gadgets, electronic gadgets, and electronic gadgets and all. And after a while, when they lose my arm from the back and put it in front, they tied it in front very tight. I managed to just, bend like this, and trust me, the next thing I would see, it was morning. In fact, I slept so much. I asked for a pillow. I asked for a pillow, like, bro, you have my phones, you have my laptops, you have my cash, you have my cards, you have my car key. I was ready. Then I just changed my car. Maybe it was an attraction, I don't know. You have my car keys. Take whatever you want to take everything and leave, or just leave me. And trust me, I slept off. What woke me up was a neighbor who, if you're familiar with families who do morning devotion by ringing bells, right? Some churches do that, and some families do that. So a neighbor of mine in the next building was ringing a bell for his family devotion, and that was what woke me up. So apparently I slept off. My security man also slept off. And by the time we woke up, these guys have gone. They've made a big mess of the house, but we managed to, luckily, remember my arms were now tied in front. I was able to lose his arm at the back, and he helped me lose my arm after I lost his, and we lose both each other's legs. And I was able to go report to my neighbor on the next house, and we went to the police station to make a report, make a statement. Too bad the police started asking for money. That was the height of everything. The police started asking for money from someone who just had a traumatic experience. So after everything, I was so traumatized that I couldn't sleep at night. I had to leave my house for like 3 weeks. Yeah, for like 3 weeks. And by the time I came back to live there, I moved to my parents' house for like 3 weeks because I was super traumatized. And by the time I came back to my house, I started experiencing PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. It was so bad that I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't do anything. It was terrible. It was terrible. So what did I do? I planned, you know what? I think it's time to leave Nigeria. And that's how I came about the process to leave Nigeria. So when I was asked this question in the interview, I just told them I was attacked by men of the underworld, and I had to leave, But I promised to, I'll put the link of that video so you can watch it. I promised to give a full account, of detail by detail of step-by-step details rather of everything that happened that led to my decision to leave Nigeria. I actually forgot about that promise. I stumbled on that video over the weekend, and I'm like, oh, I think it's time to share the story on the Gist with Vanny segment, and it's gonna be our episode 3. Remember to check out episode 2. Episode 2 was about how I got arrested in Germany, or detained, or what would I call it now? It was just a crazy experience. That was in Germany. Check out the video. So back to this one. I started the process to leave Nigeria rather, and today I'm a Canadian citizen. Let me make the sentence longer. Today I'm a citizen of Canada. So when I think back about the whole incident, of course, mixed feelings, because I suffered the trauma. I had to leave my comfort zone and start a new life in a different environment. But from another angle, I'm grateful for the experience, because if I didn't have it that bad, maybe I wouldn't have taken a decision to relocate to Canada, which I'm grateful for today. So the take home from the whole story is, if life gives you lemons, make lemonades. I know you're familiar with that. And I'm going to wrap it up here by saying thank you for watching to this point. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. There are more and more gist of my life experiences and also trending topics that we would continue to discuss and share on the channel. Remember to also check out other videos on the channel. There are a ton of reaction videos you're going to enjoy. Kiss Daniel is going viral and people are loving it. People are loving it. All right. If you see someone with a gun or with a weapon, the first thing to do, I don't know, just stay low, slow down on your adrenaline, because it only takes a trigger and you're gone, you know. So I was lucky enough to be calm and not, you know, get hit or get killed or get disfigured from the experience, and, you know, pick up the pieces, pack my baggage and Japa and run. So my Japa story is not about Nigerian financial economy or whatever is chasing people out of Nigeria right now. Security, of course, is also one of the reasons for chasing people right now. But my story is, I was robbed at gunpoint in my house and I had to leave. I had to take the decision to leave because I was traumatized and I suffered the PTSD for a long time. And at some point I said, goodbye everyone, goodbye Nigeria. I want to go find out what's happening in the other side of the world. And since I came here, trust me, it's been awesome. And what do I tell someone who's looking to relocate to Canada? Please come. Canada needs you. Canada needs you. Without immigrants, this place is gonna be, I'm not sure Canada can exist without immigrants. So as much as you can, please make it down to Canada. We need new friends. We need new people from Nigeria. Sometimes I wish we can just bring everyone from Nigeria, you know. So come, but my advice for you is, when coming, bring a lot of money, because it's the lifestyle here is pretty expensive for a newcomer at first before you begin to settle down. I think this is a good opportunity to, I mean, the Gist with Vanny segment is a good opportunity to talk a lot about Canada, immigration, LMIA jobs, because I've been getting a lot of questions about LMIA jobs, about immigration. People think I'm an immigration consultant. I'm not an immigration consultant, at least not for now. Maybe when I go and study immigration and citizenship law in one of the big universities in Canada, say maybe Queen's University or something, yeah, then I can start answering those questions. But on a general note, yeah, we'll start talking about Canada immigration and life experiences, and of course bring one or two people on the show or on the channel to, of course, keep educating our viewers and subscribers. On that note, remember, I remain the boss with the sauce, and have a good one.